Welcome back to FM Story. We're approaching the midway point of our second season with Motherwell. Things have continued on pretty well from the first season. We're currently sat in 5th place in the table, level on points with 3rd and 4th place teams. The aim for the season, as far as the board's concerned, is to finish in the top half. We are currently 10 points clear of the team in 7th, so we're in a pretty strong position. We did make it to the semi-final of the League Cup, but we got knocked out by Rangers, and I don't know that we're going to go much further than the first round that we're in of the Scottish Cup because we've been drawn away against Celtic. We do have some big games coming up, starting with the next league game, which is a game against Rangers. We have Celtic to play in the league, and then obviously we've got that Scottish Cup tie coming up at the end of January as well. So without further ado, let's get into the action. So we're straight into the action with the home game against Rangers. The first game since the last episode ended. We have one player out injured in Lennon Miller, so we've stuck with the same team that played the last league game, which we did win, to be fair. They are currently sat second on 31 points, so they're not having that much of a better start to the season than we are. They've just drawn 2 less games than us. But hopefully, home advantage, we can put in a performance that's been better than we've done against them so far in the competition we've played. We're going with that 3 at the back. They've gone 4-4-2 like they did in the League Cup semi-final, although the one big change from that is that Tavernier was on the bench for that game. He's come back to start a lineup. So hopefully we can get at. Very little happening early on in this game. Although we have had 6 shots, 5 on target, we haven't seen a highlight. They've got a corner. It's still alive. But yeah, 6 shots, 5 on target, and we've not seen a single one of them. Kelly at the back, ball. Goes longish, looking for Spittle, but they've won it. We've picked a loose ball. Slattery gives it away. Raskin into Danilo. Viafara wins the tackle. Comes to Tavernier into the box, and he fires across the keeper into the far corner. And yeah, very similar to all the games we've had against Rangers this season. We've always created chances, we've wasted the chances. The first highlight we see for them, and it's them putting the ball in the back of the net. Not great. Right, Vasquez wins the tackle. He's back to Casey. Goes back to Kelly. Viafara to Slattery. Doherty's got the ball. As long as we don't give it away stupidly in our own half. Right. Bruce Hanson drops off. Finds O'Donnell on the right hand side. Can he get the cross in? Comes back to Berrical. Slattery. O'Donnell again. Velasquez at the back post. It's better, but I mean, right, throw in Casey onto Spittle, back to Viafara, Gazer into Doherty, space to move into, drives forwards, and fires wide from the edge of the box. This is just like we're getting chances. We've had 9 shots, we've had 6 on target, and we haven't looked like coming close to scoring. Right, corner for them. Headed up in the air. Jovic heads it back. And luckily the keeper picked it up. And then we've gone long again. Spittle looking for it, but they've won it. Gazer nicked off Fuentes. Doherty down the left hand side. He's been knocked over by Tavernier, but that surely is outside the box. Never a chance that's a penalty. Right, so free kick, Spittle to take to the back post, headed up in the air and over the top. Another corner to them, Tavernier with it. It's headed straight back to me, puts the cross in. Kelly comes and takes it. Right, goes straight over. Anderson's onto the loose ball. Velasquez attacking from the left. He drags his shot past the far post. Oh, looking at those match stats, you'd wonder how we're losing. 13 shots, 7 on target. We've got a much better XG. We just can't put the ball in the back of the net. It's just going to die out, I think. Casey with the throw. Theo Bear back to Casey. Diafara into Burstow. Diafara back to Doherty. Berrical. Alex Pinto in space on the right side. Cross in. Spit up plus wide. First highlight we've seen in the second half for us. Just wasted it. Right, on to them. Presumably a goal for them just to really seal it. Hadji to take it. We've got a head on it. It comes to Danilo. Back to Dowell. And there we go. I mean, the match stats have evened themselves up much more in the second half than they were at half time. But how we're going to lose this game 2-0, I don't know. We just wasted far too many chances. And there we have it. Full time, lost 2-0. And I'm not entirely certain how we did that. Just wasting far too many chances. The big concern is going to be how long that Bruce Anderson injury is, because he's the only one that's consistently looked like putting the ball in the back of the net for us. And if he's out for an extended period, then we may well need to completely rethink the tactical plan here. So we're now approaching the end of January. We've got this Scottish Cup game against Celtic. Since that game against Rangers, we did change the formation, and things have gone really quite well since then. We did do a bit of business in December. We did pick up a player on a free transfer. So we added Chidera Ejuke, a left or right winger. We've played him from the left. Free transfer, and he's played really well in the 2 games we've had him available. We bounced straight back. The new formation worked really well. In the first game against Hearts, we won 5-0 away from home. Just really played them off the park. We then beat Livingston 3-1 at home. Followed that up with a 1-0 win against Dundee. That one was not as good a performance, but we still came away with the 3 points. We then went away to Celtic just before Christmas and didn't do an awful lot. It was a pretty good performance. We came away losing the game 1-0. And then we followed that up with a 2-0 win at home to St Mirren on Boxing Day. A 1-0 win at home to Kilmarnock. And then on New Year's Day in the last league game, we hammered Dunfermline 4-0 away from home. But we did pick up a couple of injuries in that game. Everyone, I think, is just about back to fitness for this cup game. Obviously, there's still a few days of the transfer window left, and it looks like we're going to be fending off offers for Lennon Miller. Luckily, he does have a minimum fee release clause in his contract, which I think is at 8.75 million. So hopefully, we can keep hold of him in the last few days of the January transfer window and keep him at least until the summer. What all of that means as far as the league is concerned is that we're currently sat in third, level on points with Rangers in second, but they've played a game less than us, and we are nicely comfortable in that top 6. As we said before, the aim for the season from the board was to finish in the top 6. We've got 18-point advantage over the team in 7th. So unless we completely collapse in the second half of the season, we should be pretty comfortable in that top half. hopefully we can even push on for European football this season. Certainly since we changed the formation, we've actually become a lot more solid at the back, conceded less goals, and things are going pretty well. So hopefully we can now take that league form into this cup game against Celtic and do better against them in the cup than we did in the league. So this is the side we picked to go into this cup game. Bless built back. He missed the last few league games, so he's going to play from the right with Chidera from the left, and hopefully we can create some chances, score some goals, and like I said, hopefully we can just have a bit of a better performance than we did in the league against Celtic. They're going in with the 4-2-3-1. We're going in with this new 4-3-3 that we're playing with. Right, corner towards Velasquez to swing it in from the right hand side with his left foot. Berrakal at the near post, and he heads it onto the roof of the net. Hopefully this is not one of those performances like we've had this season against Rangers where we have loads of chances and don't take them. They take the first chance and we pay the price. Right, goal kick to them. They've gone short. Carter Vickers, McGregor, and then bringing it out on that left side. Right, got past us too easily there. Driving forward. Stop the cross coming in. No. And we can't stop the header either. First attack, and they get a goal. Getting any better for us. We're not really pressing them enough here, I don't think. Anderson wins it back. Spittle then gives it away straight away. Keep forcing them back to the keeper, but we're just not doing anything with it. We get the Derek closing down, and they've got far too easy. Abada's infield, collapsed through, and that's 2-0. It turns out that wanting a better performance than we did against them in the league has led to us having a much, much worse performance so far. Right, O'Donnell puts that one out, goes back to the keeper. Villafara bringing it forward into Chidera. Farah. Miller. Into Doherty. They've turned and lost it. Slattery picks up loose ball. Berrakal bringing it forward. Slattery into Miller. Chidera off the left hand side. Oh! That was much better. But we need to hit the target. We need to take these chances. And all in all, a disappointing first half again. Like both of the games against Rangers and Celtic in this episode, being punished for not taking chances. Right, free kick to them. Home to take it. And they've hit the woodwork again. Right, we've got a corner. Slattery to take. Oh! Hit the side net. Again, not be able to get anything on target. And now they're going to break. Well, they've gone long. We've got away with one there. There we have it, full time. And I think really the story of the match as far as we're concerned, 11 shots, 1 on target. That's the problem. We're not getting enough shots on target, creating chances, we're just not doing good enough. And with a couple of days left in the transfer window, I think we might need to look to see if we can find someone who can put the ball in the net. Anderson has done reasonably well, but the bit in the big games, we're just wasting chances. And there we have it, the end of another episode. Not the best of ways to end the episode, but overall, since we changed the formation, pretty successful episode. If you look at that whole episode out with the games against Rangers and Celtic, we've won every one of our competitive games. We've only conceded one goal in a competitive game that wasn't against Rangers or Celtic in this episode. So we're doing okay against the teams around us. It's just frustrating that in the big games where we need to take the chances that we're creating, we're not doing it. There are another 4 or 5 days left in the transfer window, so we may well see if we can bring someone in. It might have to be on loan, but we need someone who can fall away in big games. But hopefully, continue the run of form. We're out of the cup, so hopefully, rest plays in between league games now, and hopefully we can at least secure that top 6 finish, qualify for Europe. But join us next time and see how we get on. Thanks for watching. See you then.